Welcome to 10 Minutes a Day Maths, 6th of August. This is a calculator one, so at certain points you will see a calculator on the screen so you can just see what buttons I pressed. For all working out, I'm using the FX991 model, the Casio one. You've got the CW, which is the class version, which is the new one, and the EX, which is the older one. Both are great. So let's get started. We've got 0.9 as a fraction as our very first question. Now, for me, the easiest thing to do is convert to a percentage, which is 90%. You know, percentages are out of 100. So 90 divided by 100 is 9/10 as a fraction. So 90 over 100, then we simplified it because we've divided each one by 10. So the first one here, 9 over 10. The next one says convert 42% to a decimal. When you're converting percentages to decimals, you just divide by 100. So 42 divided by 100 is 0.42. The next one is convert 29 over 50 to a percentage. Now with this one, remember, percentages out of 100. So I'm going to turn this into an equivalent fraction where my denominator is 100. To do that, I'm going to times the denominator by 2 and my numerator by 2, which gives me 58 over 100. Now, percentages are out of 100, which means it's just 58%. Now, our next question is a problem solving. Ravi has £2,500. He invests it in a bank account which pays 2.7% compound interest each year. How much money will he have after 5 years? Now, compound interest is known as interest on interest. So that basically means if he earns 2.7%, that money's added on, and then in year 2, he's going to earn the 2.7% on the new money. So to do this, we're going to put it to the power. So we're going to firstly start by creating what's called our decimal multiplier, also known as percentage multiplier. Okay, to do that, my method is, we know that percentages are out of 100. And because he's getting 2.7% each year, I'm going to do 100 plus 2.7, which gives me 102.7. I am then going to convert to a decimal. Okay. Now that means I'm going to divide by 100. So 102.7 divided by 100 equals 1.027. Now, when we're putting this in our calculators to create our final answer, we're going to have that £2,500. We're going to times it by our decimal multiplier of 1.27. And this box here is our power. And this power will be the number of times that interest has occurred. So in this case, it's 2.7% a year. Okay. And that's after 5 years. So this box here will be 5. Okay, so in your calculator, you're going to put 2,500 times 1.027 to the power of 5. And if we put that in our calculator, the answer that we get is £2,856.22. Okay, we're rounding, even though you can see you've got more decimals there, we have to round it to the nearest pence, which in this case would be 22. So if we look here, we've got £2,856.22 as that answer. Right, let's have a look at the next one. Problem solving with shapes and algebra. For this is collecting like terms, and then we're going to solve it as an equation. So we've got x, 3x plus 5 and 2x minus 17. So I'm going to write it all out. So I've got x plus 3x plus 5 plus 2x minus 17. And altogether that equals 120 because that's the perimeter of the shape. Okay, now I'm going to start by collecting like terms. That's all of my x's and then my numbers here, 5 and that minus 17. So if we start with our x's, we've got x plus 3x plus 2x. That gives me 6x, okay? Then I've got plus 5, so positive 5 minus 17, which means I get minus 12. So then it becomes 6x minus 12 equals 120. We're now going to solve an equation, which means we're going to use the inverse. So the inverse to minus is add, so I'm going to add 12. Okay, so then I'm going to get 6x equals 132. I'm then going to divide by 6 because a number next to a letter means times. The inverse to times is divide. So 132 divided by 6 is 22. So for this question, x equals 22 centimetres. Right, let's have a look at this final one. An exam question. Curtis needs to buy some items for his sports club. Here are the prices. He needs to buy 5 footballs, 6 hockey sticks, 2 cricket bats and 4 tennis balls. He's got £200 to spend. Show that Curtis can buy all of the items he needs. So they want you to write down what you're doing each step. So let's look here. We've got footballs, okay, and he needs 5 footballs. Each football is £9.50. So we've got 5 times £9.50. And that gives you £47.50. Our next one is hockey sticks. And he needs 6. Well, it's £30 for 2. And 2 lots of 3 is 6. So we only need 30 times 3 sets of that, which is £90. Then the cricket bats are £23 each, and he needs 2. So that's 23 times 2, which equals 46. And then the last one is 4 tennis balls, and here we can see it's £5 for 4. So that means he's just spending £5. So if we look at all of the amounts that we've got, our final step will be to add them all together. So you're going to have the £47.50 plus 90 plus 46 plus £5. So then in your calculators, you can see on the screen when I add them all together, I get £188.50. So we've just proven that Curtis has enough. And we can, if we wanted to, we can then write £188.50 is less than £200. So Curtis can buy all the items. So that's today's 6th of August, a nice easy challenge to get us going, and tune back in tomorrow for the next 10-minute maths.